Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now... on this field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving.
Got a lot of running room. The 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On second down, he'll fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Chavez. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Into the house. Touchdown, Gators! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Turner. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's open on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, and this running game moves of change as they get the first down. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Back to throw, it's Chavez. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
And they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game. Oh, look out! At the 30. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hawkins. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. How about these 2 running games so far and dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats? They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
Unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They could run you over, they could run around you, so they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Daniels. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the run, now to throw. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Looking to buy time. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Crosses the 30. He's got away. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They go to the ground, relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the run. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU just plowing ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the Gators have a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Daniels. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Out of the gun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Cunningham. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Young. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback get going the other direction.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got some room in it at the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Chavez. Fires one high and deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that 1st half.
All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got his man on the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's caught! Touchdown, LSU! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Cunningham. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got a man. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Chavez. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Gators decide.
It's a punted away.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Trying play action. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It'll be a draw. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
He's tackled at the 27. 3rd down coming.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Gators are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, what you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Coming up, 4th down.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got it. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point.
That makes the score LSU 63, Florida 35.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Handoff to the lone back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's quick. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could...
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Cunningham. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Getting some heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side